Okay, welcome back to our video. In this season, in this episode, we are going to learn how to create our own customized form, create our own customer form, use it and send information to our database, and also retrieve those information. So let's start. So first of all, we need to create another new HTML file. So in this HTML file, we call it form.html. So in this one, then let me copy some things from here. Control A, then paste here. So before that, let's go back to our website. Here, I will change this content, some of this content. We change this one to add item. So let's do it. So here, let's link our index file to our index. So to do that, we do then URL dot home. In case if you are confused of what I'm doing here, I will do a separate video on how these things work, this URL works. So don't bother about it. Our next video will be based on it. So yeah, we change it to add item. So URL add. So if I will also do the same in the other HTML page. So let me paste it. So if I go back to our website and refresh, we will have an error here. So why do we have this error? Because of this URL that we added here, we have not created it. So let's go and create the URL so the error will not affect us. So we go back to our view. So to create it, we do def function, define a function, call it add, then request. It will take a request, then return render requests, return render requests. So the request we are returning is this form.html. So I have said it before, form.html, form.html. So that's not all we have to do. So we need to go to our URLs to create this URL. So for us to do it, add a comma here. Then the next is path. So here we have to specify the URL we are working on. So a string, then we call it add, then comma, we say views dot add, the function we created earlier. So we give it a name. We are going to give it a name of add to. So now, so let me add my comma. If I proceed and save, so if I go back and refresh, there will be no error anymore. Okay, as you can see, there's no error. So here, if I click on this add item, we we've directed to another page, but you can't notice it here right now. So see the URL. So now I'm going to make changes. Yes, so you will know that there's something going on. So let us work on the template that we have already we created so far. So here's it. So I will close from here. Then this ones I'm going to remove it. We don't need them, so we don't need these ones. So we don't need this one. So let's go back. So here you see, then we are going to retitle this to add item. So let's change it. Add new item. So add new item. So now let's create a form. So here we create a form. Then in our form we have, let's analyze our model. So how many objects are we passing? We are having name, description, image, and price. The time we automatically create by itself. So we are passing 4 values. So what we are going to do is input type. So placeholder, enter name, then let's create another one. Input type, placeholder, enter description, then placeholder. Okay, not placeholder, input type, then enter. Okay, placeholder, enter price, then the last one will be input type, then we need a button. So we need a button, so we say submit. So this button we'll be using it to submit our information to the database. So let's see what we got. Okay, here is it. So I have Bootstrap here, so I'll be using Bootstrap to style our form. So BR work line. So we copy it and paste it. Copy, paste, copy, paste. So this will break the lines into pieces. So now I will use Bootstrap form to get a nice looking form. I have already installed Bootstrap. I have Bootstrap here. So I will say class equals to form control. Okay, if you don't know how to make use of Bootstrap, I'll make a video on it, how to make use of Bootstrap. So Bootstrap is a framework that helps us in front end, in styling, color, and the rest, even in logos. So I will make a video for it in case if you don't know about Bootstrap. Okay, the Bootstrap is not working, so let's check what the issue is. So here, see my Bootstrap. Okay, so let's check if the Bootstrap is form control is properly linked. So yes, means yes, the Bootstrap make up. So okay, I will get back to you. Let me check what the issue is. Okay, what the issue is, because while we are rendering our static, I don't think we properly do it. So here we need a spaces here. So let's add those spaces. That's my own. So now this is the issue. So okay, still yet it is not working. Well, that's a minus issue. This will not delay us in our tutorial because it is not part of what we are treating right now. So let's continue. So another thing, in this form, we need to consider what to do when you're submitting information to the database. We're going to use a post method, but while getting information from database, we are using a get method. So here we call a post method. So we need to specify that method equals to post because we are doing post. We are adding information to the database. So we need encrypted, then we use multi-part form data. So another thing we need to do CS, CSRF token. So this help is a is it help to make sure the information we are sending to our database is a secure one. So that's why you need it. If you didn't add this CSFR token, the information will not be submitted to the database. So we are going to practicalize it then after this. So how do we do it? By writing CSRF underscore token. So another thing, so here we are passing name is test, here description test, here we are passing price, this will be a number because it is an integer, here will be a file. Okay, then another thing is we need to give these things name, so our HTML and Python code will work together. So here we need a name equals to name. So here name equals to dic, then here name equals to price. So these names can be any name of your choice. So I'm using this thing because it is related to what we are doing. So name equals to image. So we are done with this one right now. So let's go back to our view. So here in our view here, so now we need to write a pieces of code that will take those information and store it in our database and return it back to us. So to do that, first of all, we need to check the type of request that we are using there. So to do that, we do if request dot method equals to string post. So make sure you use capital letter post. Then if it is post, what do we want to do? So we start name, we give it a variable name equals to request dot post. So request dot post, then we are using a list to get those informations. Apart from image, we are using a tuple to get value of image, but for other objects we are using list to get their information. So what we need to do, we pass the name of this and name there. So name is name here. So the next is the dic equals to request dot method request dot post. I'm sorry for that, request dot post. So the name is dic, then another thing is price equals to request dot post, then that is price, then Another thing is the image. So image, I'm going to say image equals to request. Now we are going to do dot files dot get. So we are using tuple to get the value of the image. So we pass the image. So this is how you can get the value of image from the HTML. So next to this to create, once we get those image information, then you need to create them add them to the database. So to do that, um, we do something like store. So store is the name of the database we are working with. So we say store dot objects dot create. So once we do this way, this is a function that will help us create this object. So now we have to assign these values to the uh object, to the store. So here we said name name equals to name. So this name here, this particular name here refers to this particular name here, okay, and this particular name here refers to this one here. So comma then dic equals to dc comma then price equals to price, then comma then image equals to image. So you are free to go. So what are we going to do now? So and once these items was added successfully, we are going to redirect to our main page where those informations are being displayed. Then we are going to get an successful message. So for that, that is the reason we cut up this by here. So let's do that. So we say messages dot success. So then we are passing request. Request is the person that is sending those things. So request then and the message. So the message will be, we are using F format. I believe you know about F format. So this F format, so here I want to get, why I'm using this F format to pass the name of the item we added. So I will do this name was added successfully. So after that, what do I need to do? So I want to redirect to our home HTML. So I will say return redirect. So we have seen this before, so that's why we imported redirect here. So return redirect. Where do we want to go to? We want to go to the home, which is home here. So that is all we have to do now. So let's go back to our browser and refresh. So now what object are we going to add here? So let's call this one phone. So the description will be, this is a telephone, then the price, let's call it 20,000, then the image, let's go and get image from image. So okay, so let's use this particular image. Then what we need to do is to submit. Okay, now we have submitted it, but our successful message is not display because we have not rendered it. So we are we are going to render our successful message somewhere here. So anytime we send those information, we are going to receive a successful message. So we are going to render it then and try it once more and see what we got. So to do it, our successful message will come up here. To come up here, so let's do it. So I will say, let me create a div so it will look small, nice. Then pass it into a h2 tag. So before that, I will say if we have done this before, if messages, then what do we need to do for messages? So because we may be passing a lot of messages, so you need to check the particular message that is coming through. So we say for message in messages, then we're going to end our for loop and for, then we end our if loop too. So and for and if, so here we are going to pass a message, message. So let's go back and add another item and see what we got. So this time around it is not being from, it will be laptop, then I will say this is a laptop. So the image, I have laptop image somewhere here, so let's pass that image. So we're going to increase this price to 100, then submit. So here we see laptop was added successfully. So let's try something new. Like I thought about CSFR token, so let's go and remove the CSFR token and see what will happen. So okay, here is it. So I'll remove it and save. So let's go try adding some new item and see what will happen. So let me replace this, then use it for repetition. So we know that it is not going to work. So let's check. Okay, here it said forbidden CSFR token verification. CSFR verification failed required above there. So this is why we need CSFR token. So for passing valid information to our database. So that is it. I know you will learn a lot from this tutorial. So as I said before, in this tutorial we're going to look into URLs, why we need URLs and why we use URLs. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more updates. Don't forget to like our video, share, subscribe for new updates. Thank you.